I'm not making you guys suffer. He is. Good afternoon. I just thought, well, I would take you with me and give you a little bit of an animal update. So first though, I've got to unplug the electric fence. I do not want to get shocked accidentally. Oh, all right. So we're gonna walk out towards the lambs first. Today we've got to move the lambs and the dogs because we have some news, some upcoming news that we'll share with you soon. But I wanted to give you first an update on the lambs. They see me coming, so. And we did, hi! Look at these fellas. Hi. Hi. How you doing? So, Clank and Bobble, they're doing really well. So with lambs, you have to rotate them a lot, especially if you're just doing grass-fed lambs, because they essentially are eating where they're also going to the bathroom. And so you have to move them often so that they don't get parasites. And we had a little bit of a parasite load. So I was talking to my friend and she said, hey Gloria, just mush up some garlic into garlic paste and mix it with apple cider vinegar and put it in some syringes and drench them. So I did that, and first when I looked at the underneath, so if you were to pull your own eyelid down, you could see if it was pink or pale. If it's pale, you're anemic. If it's pink, you're not. And when lambs have a parasite load, their underneath their eyelids will be pale for anemia, and mine were. So we started drenching them. We drenched them a total of 5 times. The first 2 times back to back. Then we gave it in between a couple days, and we watched their droppings. And we had one that wasn't very healthy. So we did it until all the droppings came clear, and we rotated them often. And they are doing fabulous. They're under their eyes are pink. But then we also realized that they need minerals. So we went and picked them up this mineral block. And because of that, they are now drinking more water, and they're healthier than ever and happy. Oh, Bobble. Yeah. I'm still trying to suckle on my fingers. They think I'm their bottle. Yeah. So that's how the lambs are doing. So we're actually going to move them into our front yard where no animals have grazed so far. And I'll share with you why. Now, we won't process the lambs until next year, so they have quite a ways to go still. These are our meat birds. This is our last batch of meat birds this year. So we have a total of 30 in there, and they need their lunch, which Edward will be coming up to give them their lunch soon. But they're doing really, really well as well. So we're hoping that we will process them. We're hoping that we'll process them sooner than later. And we'll take the tarp off and put the chicken tractor away for the year. The nice thing is we won't have to build another one next year, which will be great. So we're gonna go over to Naya and Finley. We are gonna be moving them today as well. You wanna come with me?
Sure. Yeah, I filled up their water this morning.
Oh, maybe they don't need water. I didn't really check that closely.
But they need their lunch.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm gonna go over to Anaya and Finley. Want to meet me there?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, some of the things that we did for our fencing for our animals is we had this yellow cord here for our electric fencing, and it just didn't carry enough of a punch, and we had a smaller energizer, and we needed more punch with how much land we were trying to cover. So we've put this in and increased our voltage in our electric fence significantly. Now I'm not gonna let Anaya and Finley out right now just because, well, I have to change into farm clothes, but now Anaya and Finley, they are doing fantastic. Although we are gonna be moving them because of some upcoming stuff. They're gonna move more closer to the house and stuff, and then this year we'll get them fixed so that they don't have to be separated anymore. But they are doing fantastic. I know. You both are adorable. I know. I know. Hi. Yeah. So I'm kind of pausing here so we can wait for Edward, who's coming. He just fed the meat birds. All right, so we're gonna go look at the pigs now and talk about them and where we're at with our journey with the pigs this year and looking forward to winter. I haven't told anybody about what's going to be happening back there. So we have to decide when we're gonna tell our people. All right, so, oh, here come the pigs. They want their lunch. Look at them. So, oh, guys. Oh my goodness. We've got to do some work on our pig shelter, our pig area. One, Chloe, right there, the bigger black one is Chloe. She's our female pig. And then this smallest black one here, this is Scooter, our boar. So we've got to start separating them soon because I don't know if he can breed yet, but I think that she could be bred and so I think she's getting ready to go into her first heat cycle if she hasn't already. And then Minty, who's following Edward back there, he is going to butcher in a couple of weeks. So we originally were going to butcher him ourselves, but our walk-in cooler that we wanted to have done isn't done yet. So let's talk about what's going on. Right here, along this area, you saw us put in some fencing and we made an electrified pig paddock. I mean, they have cleared it to no end. Well, we're actually going to bring the fencing more this direction right here. And we've got to build a paddock, and we just went and picked up a bunch of T-posts to take it out that way because our property line actually runs along this here. So we're trying to run our pigs in the woods along our property line, not bumped up against it, but along it, so that we can utilize as much land and direction as we have. So we're going to, oh, I'm caught up on a fern and a tree. So right here you can see that we have those screwed into the tree. We got to take those out and actually move the fencing towards me and bring it up this area up here. So it runs up along this area, and I think right out here, it's hard to tell, there's a big boulder. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes up that direction there. So that's what our plan is for the pigs. We want to make them at least 3 paddocks because we want to separate Scooter from Chloe and be able to have a paddock that's in rest so we can move our pigs in the woods.
Move them on up and they can clear it out.
Yeah. So they're gonna go up this way, up on the incline. This, we had the sheep clear out. They did amazing. But we've got to go this direction and up that way. We have some beautiful trees in there that we're gonna, and there's the big boulder. I don't know if you can see it, but that's, the line goes right up like that. Yeah, for sure. So did you want to tell them what's going to be happening, or should we make them wait?
I think we can wait.
I'm not making you guys suffer. He is.
You gotta leave some suspense.
Isn't this gorgeous? So beautiful. So we've got to come up here, finish bucking up the wood and bring that out. We've got to do that. Well, we needed to get done by yesterday, so sooner than later that'll all be done. Today our main job is to move the sheep and the dogs to a different location so we can get them off this side, not even off this side of the woods. So that's how these animals are doing. We got to talk about the turkeys, the chickens, and the ducks.
Okay.
Ready?
Ethereal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So now we're gonna walk around and go look at the turkeys. We've moved them into the front area of the house as well because of Edward's secret. I would tell you. No, fine. All right, so I'm gonna get this stuffed up. All right, so we're walking around the back side of our house where we very rarely take anyone. And we are now where the turkeys are. So for the next few weeks, the turkeys will be here. Oh, I'm hungry. So the turkeys will be here because of what we're doing back there. And they have picked most of the leaves off my baby apple tree within the first 24 hours of being here. So, but they do like to puff themselves up, and they're doing very, very well. I think I have a couple females, maybe 3, I'm not sure, though I don't know how to tell. They never puff up and spread their tails like the other ones do. You want to say hi? Look! Hi! Yeah. Can you say hi? Meow meow. Oh, whoa, you're chubs. So, yeah, they're gonna be out here for a little while. They are happy, they have a shelter. We don't process them until mid-November before Thanksgiving, so they still have a ways to grow out still. Tomorrow we pick up the last 500 pounds of feed for them. And there, this is the area. We're gonna split up this yard. No animals have grazed here. This is our front yard. And we typically don't like to bring the animals in our front yard because, well, the road is there, right? And so if they get out or anything, I don't want anything bad to happen.
El Hookito. What's up, bud?
All right, so we're gonna be moving the lambs up here to the front area, breaking it up into a couple different paddock sizes. And they'll be up here for a little bit. And then, of course, eventually we'll move them back into the pasture a little bit more. So next, we want to talk about our egg layers and the ducks. The ducks will be fairly easy. They free range. They're ducking in behind this round over here, this pile of weeds. And you can see them come out on the other side here. And there they are. The ducks make their rounds with all the animals, and they just walk around eating bugs and slugs and chit-chatting. We do have 2 male, which are the dark ones, and then the 2 female, which are the white and tan, and they are starting to lay. Their shells are they're not hard, so they're not edible, right? But they are laying, which is real exciting. All right.
We get the chickens some food.
Yeah, that would be good. And I think they need fresh water. So we're at the chickens now, and they're doing really, really well. They're beautiful. We have some that are molting and stuff, but all in all, they're doing quite well. We gotta get them some fresh water. And Edward's giving them an early Sunday dinner. And we emptied out the brooder and put the shavings in here, and they have just annihilated those, and they're working on this massive clump in the middle, which I need them to do, so they're doing a good job.
There we go.
Is that good? Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's filling very fast.
No, it's filling up.
It is, I see it. It just took a minute.
Yeah, because it's almost
Full.
full.
The water's full.
Because yeah, I filled it up yesterday.
Good.
I think yesterday afternoon or yesterday evening.
Okay.
Fresh water.
So the next thing we got to do as far as the chickens go is we've got to empty out their coop and then put some diatomaceous earth down and some fresh wood shavings for the beginning of the winter's deep bedding. In this part of the chicken coop, we got 20 bales of hay, second cut hay, and it's gorgeous. It's soft, no moisture, no weeds. It smells actually wonderful in here.
It does.
And it's like orchard grass and stuff. And so this is the beginning of what we'll need for the winter for the lambs and stuff. So anyway, we just we feel so blessed, and anyway, we feel so blessed and cared for by God. There hasn't been anything that we needed that He hasn't provided. It may not have come in the timing that I thought it needed to come, but it all has come. So anyway, we just wanted to give you a quick animal update before everything starts changing again.
Yep, before winter comes.
So we have just 3 butcherings left. We have the meat birds up on the hill that will be butchered the latter part of this month, and then next month we have the turkeys that we'll be processing ourselves. So the chickens and turkeys we'll do, and then Minty at the end of this month goes out to the butcher, and then a couple weeks will go by before we get him back. And then we will be done with the meat harvest for this year.
It'd be nice to be done.
Thank you so much for watching our little animal catch up, and we got to go do some afternoon chores and move some dogs and lambs and hook up some electric fencing. So we got to make sure that we do it right, especially since the lambs are going to be near the road. But God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Have a fabulous day.
See you guys.
Bye.